everybody, and welcome to Prep Rally, our special WIAA State Semifinal edition here on madison.com. Alongside Dennis Summerall, I'm Rob Hernandez. And Dennis, snow earlier in the week. There was no way we were going to shoot this baby outside, and so we've come into the studios. We admit it, we're weak, but the forecast for the weekend looks pretty good, and we've got some pretty good level 4 or state semifinal football on tap.
40-degree temps in November. I think I'll take those. And it's great football weather. This is when you have to, one, be able to play defense, and two, be able to run the football.
And one of the teams that is doing just that, the Monona Grove Silver Eagles, we talked a lot about them here on Prep Rally, Dennis, but last week they come up with an absolutely thrilling victory over defending state champion Waukesha Catholic Memorial in Division III state quarterfinals. You were at that game, exciting right to the end. Credit to Mike Stassi and his group for hanging in there and being in position to win the ballgame.
Yeah, down 17-6 in the fourth quarter. They needed an 80-yard drive, a stop, and an 83-yard drive to be able to pull that one out. Brock Offerdahl with a beautiful diving catch. He said he hit the pylon and he knew he was in. On the play before, it was ball was just outside his fingertips, and the coaches told him, you got to get in the end zone. He came up a yard or two short. It was 4th and goal from the 10. He got the biggest touchdown of the year for the Silver Eagles.
Well, it extends the season for the Silver Eagles, the last team out of either division of the Badger Conference still alive in postseason. The Silver Eagles will hit the road Friday night and go to Baraboo to take on La Crosse Logan in a state semifinal. La Crosse Logan took out Mount Horeb Barneveld last week, 35-20. Dennis, the fear factor with La Crosse Logan might be on special teams.
Well, Eric Elmore, 5 kick returns, another 8 according to the coaching staff and our good buddy John Casper at the La Crosse Tribune that have been called back.
Yeah.
So, and then you have Raquan Tillman, just a great running back. So big plays. That's what MG has to guard against. And who would have thought last week against the defending state champion Waukesha Catholic Memorial? Definitely an underdog, so don't count MG out.
Don't count them out. La Crosse Logan coming down from Division II to Division III, so should be an interesting battle. Another interesting element, a neat wrinkle to this one of the few state semifinal games being played on natural grass up at Baraboo. One of the games that they didn't slot for a stadium. Obviously, or a field turf. There's really nothing in between La Crosse and in Monona Grove. You're either at Middleton down near Monona Grove, or you're up at La Crosse, UW La Crosse up near La Crosse Logan.
I heard maybe Stevens Point. There was talk we were going to make that drive. I did that one a few years ago from Menominee and Wanakee, which was a great site. But been assured the football field is in just pristine condition at Baraboo.
Well,
brand new field and new facility over the last couple of years.
And a great tradition of hosting postseason games there too, and it should continue this Friday night. Division III, Monona Grove and La Crosse Logan. Dennis, Division IV, Platteville wins the defensive standoff over Walworth Bigfoot 7-2 last week. They go over to Watertown on Friday night to take on Manitowoc Roncalli. But what can you say about William Cooley, the big running back for the Platteville Hillmen, and the fact that Scott Stotts has that club in the state semifinals?
Well, defense is definitely the key. In the 4 losses for Platteville, they've given up 45 points per game. To give up 2, we thought that was a typo.
Yeah.
37-32 maybe, but 7-2 against a team like Bigfoot, who I picked to win the state title.
Yeah.
Another one bites the dust. Don't count against Scott Stotts. Part of that Wanakee group. He's been a coach with Pat Rice.
Right.
Wanakee's not there, but Pat's influence is there in Scott.
Definitely, and of course that game again Friday night at Watertown, 7 o'clock. Division V, another team out of the SWC, the conference champs from Lancaster, taking on Kewanee at Brookfield Central on the turf down at Joe Thomas's old alma mater Friday at 7. What can you say about Lancaster? What can you say about Kewanee? It seems like every 2 or 3 years there's a big clash in the postseason, usually for the opportunity to go play at Camp Randall.
Right, and Lancaster's prevailed in those before, but 3,000-yard rushers. They've been over 40 points all but one game this year. That's just an explosive offense.
Well, and the Lancaster Flying Arrows coming in on the heels of a 21-0 win over Racine St. Catharines, so the defense getting it done as well. Kewanee knocked off Cedar Grove, Belgium, 47-12. Cedar Grove, Belgium, a program that Lancaster also very familiar with, so there'll be plenty of respect between Lancaster and Kewanee on this Friday night over at Brookfield Central. Switching to Division VI, the area team still alive, the Darlington Redbirds, after taking out Brookwood on last Saturday. They return to action this Saturday at Middleton on the turf against Fond du Lac St. Mary's Springs. One of the best Darlington teams to come along in a long, long time against Bob Hyland and the Ledgers of Fond du Lac Springs, who have been in this position so many times in the last decade.
You talk about David and Goliath. Unfortunately for Darlington, that's what it is. Springs right now is one of the most dominant programs, not in their division, in the state. And it's just going to take everything the Redbirds can do to pull that one out.
I think it's going to be a matter of containing the team speed of Fond du Lac St. Mary Springs, the kind of speed that I don't think Darlington sees very often down in the southwest part of the state. That could be the factor on Saturday, especially on that turf.
That's exactly it. That's the one advantage of the turf. And going back to Division III, that's the one maybe thing that'll help Winona Grove. Put Lacrosse Logan on turf. That's even scarier.
Yeah. Division 7, Blackhawk, out of the Six Rivers Conference, still alive. They take on Lake Country Lutheran at Middleton on Friday night. Blackhawk coming off their win last week over Potosi, 41-12. Battle of conference rivals there. Lake Country Lutheran took out the team that we were kind of had our eye on, Burlington Catholic Central, 13-7. Quite a slugfest there. Lake Country Lutheran, a team that's been a relatively new team to WIAA football. I believe 1999 is when they started, but they've been coming on in recent years, and now they're the last remaining hurdle for the Blackhawk Warriors.
If you look at Blackhawk last week, the first time they gave up a point in the postseason, averaging over 40 points a game. So not only do you have to worry about their offense, but their defense has been outstanding.
And Dennis, no area teams in Division 1 or Division 2, but we have the potential for an Arrowhead-McWanago matchup in the state finals. Arrowhead going up to Stevens Point, Gerke Park, take on Hudson. McWanago against the high-powered Franklin Sabres down at Kettle Moraine on Friday night. Do you think we're going to see Arrowhead-McWanago? Are we leaning that way, or is Franklin going to cause too many problems?
The way McWanago's been playing in the playoffs, I won't put it past them. Arrowhead, with all of their NCAA 7 Division I recruits, right now they're playing very well.
And Division 2, we've got Menasha against Oshkosh North at Ashwaubenon, and then Kimberly, after winning the showdown with Homestead, they're taking out Waukesha West at Titan Stadium on Friday night. A lot of power in those two matchups. Who do we like coming out of there? Kimberly's got to be your favorite now that they've taken out the defending state champs.
Yeah, on a running clock. When was the last time that happened to Homestead during the game? That was impressive. Yes.
Well, we'll have live blogs all weekend long on WisconsinPrepZone.com as we take you through the final step of the playoff process before teams come to Madison, come to us here, and play at Camp Randall Stadium for the 7 state championships next week. For Dennis Semrau, I'm Rob Hernandez. Thanks for watching Prep Rally. We'll see you at the stadium.